Hello guys, my name is Dinesh. So this video is for all the class 10 students who are presently in the class 10th who are in CBSE. So in this video, I'll be explaining how to study mathematics, how to practice mathematics, how to learn mathematics in such a way that you'll be able to get above 90% in your board exams. So basically, like how much of a chapters are there, that is 15 chapters or 16 chapters. I think now it's a very good time for you to become serious with those chapters and make them like go through them in a thorough way. So there are few things which you have to follow if you have to get a good score in your board exam. So one thing is basically you have to exhaust all the types of questions that there are. For example, what I believe is in each and every chapter, there can be only so much of types of question which they can ask you. Let us say, for example, the chapter is real numbers. Now the number of topics which are there in that chapter is very limited. You have how to convert a non-terminating number into a P by Q form number, or you have how to prove that a given number is an irrational number. So the number of concepts is limited, right? Now in that also, like how to prove that a number is an irrational number, there are three types. One is under root A type, one more is under root A plus under root B type, one more is under root A plus B type, where B is not under the root. Like these three are the types in which you have to prove that they are irrational. So once you exhaust this topic, there is actually nothing more in this topic than this. Maybe they can ask a little bit twisted question. I'll tell you how to handle those things as well. Once you become thorough with all the concepts, first what I would suggest is you have to go through NCERT and become thorough with all the concepts of NCERT which are there. Now first phase of your preparation should be to build the concepts. Now how do you build the concepts? To build the concepts, you can use different ways. Like it might be different for different people. Let's say in your school itself, you have got a very good teacher for mathematics. So in your school itself, you might become good with the concepts. Or let us say along with the school, you're going to go to a coaching and then you're going to get your concepts built strong. And let us say even after going to school and coaching, still if your concepts are not thorough, then what you will do is you have to go through some YouTube videos. In this channel itself, I'll be uploading some YouTube videos, like I'll be making lecture videos on different, like all the chapters, so you people can probably watch that. So first step is to make your concept strong. So once you have made your concept strong, based on that concept, what you have to do is you have to start solving the problems. You'll start with the easy problems. So what you'll do is you'll start solving the NCERT questions, because NCERT is like going to set a foundation for you. It's going to make you understand that concepts through problems. By how? By solving the exercise questions. So once you're done with that step, after solving the exercise questions and the example questions, and one more thing is that many students underestimate NCERT. But if you people just look at the previous year questions, you realize that many previous year's questions comes directly from the NCERT exercise and examples. It's not like all the questions comes. Of course, like if they give all the questions from NCERT itself, then of course everybody will be getting above 90. So of course the board doesn't want that. So what they'll do is, but at least you can say 30-40% of the paper will come directly from NCERT. Like even if it is not too much direct, maybe the number is going to change or slightly the concept is going to change, but you can say that it's fairly direct, which is going to come from NCERT. And the remaining things, of course, you have to understand the concepts and then you have to apply it in that given question which they ask you in the exam. So basically you have to become thorough with NCERT first. And then after you become thorough with the NCERT, what you'll do is you'll go to books like R.S. Agarwal or R.D. Sharma. First you can go to R.S. Agarwal because R.S. Agarwal has plenty of questions which are which will give you, like, which is going to make your speed more. R.S. Agarwal has, for example, if you have let's say in polynomials, you have a method of finding roots using splitting the middle term. So in R.S. Agarwal, if you open that chapter and see, you'll be having probably some 20-30 questions, 20-30 equations in which you will have to split the middle term and find its root, and then you can check what is its answer. So practicing in that way is going to build up your speed, because ultimately in your exam, it is not just the concept but also the speed which is going to matter. So you can become good with your speed by solving such questions. And also after you progress slowly, after that, let's say that you have the A exercise in that book, after that you go to the B exercise. So what happens is slowly the questions will become a little bit more and more tougher. So you can practice those questions as well. And in R.S. Agarwal itself, you'll be able to see that some questions like R.S. Agarwal actually will be pushing you beyond your NCERT level. NCERT, let us say that it has X difficulty. R.S. Agarwal is going to surely take you still 1.2x of difficulty. So in that way, it's going to prepare you for the board exam as well. After this, if you feel that you need to solve some more tough questions, because if you look at the board paper, of course there'll be many questions which you'll feel that okay, it is much tougher than what they ask, what they give us in NCERT. So for that, what you'll have to do is you have to go to RD Sharma. You have to solve the RD Sharma questions, and then you have to also simultaneously start solving the previous year questions. Why I'm saying previous year questions? Directly, if you start with previous year questions, it won't be a good way to start. First, after you build the concepts, now when you look at the previous year questions, you'll be able to get what is the mentality of that examiner, what is that he tries to test you, and what is the type of question that gets usually asked. So keeping that in the mind, parallelly, if you start solving the books like R.S. Agarwal and R.D. Sharma, that time you'll be able to correlate, okay, these are the concepts which, like, these are the type of question they ask, this is how they twist the question and ask. So you'll get the hold of that. So once you're done with this, you'll be thorough with the chapter. This, what I said now, you have to do it for all the chapters basically. What I would say is any chapter, for example, this is something which I always used to say to all my students. If you take, let's say, polynomials, and if you do 200 questions from that chapter polynomials, there won't be anything else left other than those 200 questions, because you would have covered all the concepts, all the types of questions from that chapter. Basically, you would have exhausted it. You would have exhausted the entire chapter. That is what you'll have to do in each and every chapter, guys. Now, this is a general video. This is a general video which was explaining the approach for how you have to study your class 10th. Now what I'll do is, like in my subsequent upcoming videos, I'll become more specific. I'll tell you from chapter to chapter, real numbers, how to tackle it. Now the number which I gave you 200 is just a ballpark number. For different chapter it might be different. For some chapters it might be even more. Let us say pair of linear equation in two variable. The word problem itself has some 4 or 5 types. For example, you have boat and streams problem, you have age related problem. So those, you have currency related problems, and you have denominations, like, and what else do you have? So, and there are few other types, speed, distance and time related questions. So in those chapters, maybe you might have to practice a little bit more than that number as well. So I'll just get specific into each of the chapter and make subsequent videos. I wish you people like this video, and you people continue to watch my videos, subscribe my channel and like the video. Thank you one and all.